Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, we have multiple ways we can be reached. Twitter's, of course, the best way for those who need instant gratification, and the show's Twitter feed is @SKiMPod.
Stays Crunchy.
SKiMPOD. For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Crunchy again being spelled with a K.
Stays Crunchy.
We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, and of course the website stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show. And the band plays on here at SKiM, and to that end, we provide you a pod called Cast. It's our music discussion show built on a hip-hop foundation, and it's dope. Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tayro713.
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
On the red leather, yellow leather tip is on. Well, what's good? It's Stays Crunchy and Milk, episode 228. We in the building. Full house today, you know what I'm saying? Tatum 216. Lunchbox 2099.
Hi.
The Real ODP.
Not the false.
That's what I should change my name to that. The false
ODP.
Oh, Dan Savage's is like the fake Dan Savage.
Yeah, real fake Dan Savage or fake Dan Savage.
Yeah, that's got to be confusing to a lot of people.
I think it's confusing to people who would be confused by such matters, I guess. But we out here. This is I believe this will be our New Year's episode. So I hope 2017 has done you fair. I understand. Yeah.
I've been honestly caring lately what Chinese year it is.
Is this year of the cock?
Oh, I hope so.
So many jokes.
Here in 2017. I don't know what 2018 will be. I'm almost positive.
It's been the year of the cock, I would say, based on the news lately.
Oh my God.
I remember when I was.
I'll look it up.
I was young. We were at the Chinese buffet at Ridge Park Square. I was probably about 17, and me and my brother, we had just got finished eating there. I don't know where my mother was at when I was saying this shit. But I was like, "Hey, isn't this year the year of cock?" And then the lady was just looking at me like, "You can say rooster." I was like, "Yeah, I think it is the year of the cock."
2017 is indeed the year of the rooster.
I'm out here knowing. I have no idea why.
You thought you would think it would be a better year for Puerto Ricans, but apparently not.
Oh man.
Hey man, on the bright side, you're all swimming in paper towels right now.
Oh, with the J work.
Going off the
Flick of the wrist.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
I remember all I was thinking was like, that shit ain't even bounty.
Bounty.
And even Brawny. It wasn't even Viva.
That was more. I respect Viva's work. Viva thick as fuck, man. Viva, you can drive after a shower with.
Brawny is.
Those are some very nice ones.
I wouldn't be surprised if Brawny's like the official paper towel of the alt-right because its logo is a strong white man, old school and burly.
I could have sworn their most recent commercial had a person of color in it.
Oh.
So it might have offended them. But what don't offend them? So.
Well, this is white genocide.
So I watched The Big Sick.
Oh, by the way, 2018, Year of the Dog.
Right on. Yeah. DMX. What you goes on?
I was thinking George Clinton, but all right.
Right up. So I was watching The Big Sick with Kumail Nanjiani and a lady playing Emma Gordon, but not really Emily Gordon. And Ray Romano's in that movie. Great movie, first of all. If you got Amazon Prime, it's on Amazon Prime to be enjoyed. You might want to check it out. It's great. I really enjoyed it.
I follow him on Twitter. He shows it like every other day.
Kumail? Okay. I mean, you might as well. Hey, you got to get it out there. I'm out here shilling this show every other day down here.
And like, oh man, Trump's an asshole. You should watch The Big Sick.
Yes.
Oh man, another sex allegation? You know, it doesn't have a sex allegation? Big Sick.
Yes, that's pretty much how I sell this show. Real similar situation there.
Trump makes me sick in a big way.
So, slight spoiler from the movie. Nothing that'll take away from the movie. But it'll get us to my point.
Okay.
Ray Romano admits in the movie that he had cheated on his wife. And he like, as soon as I get done, man, I'm like, what the fuck did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Oh, you know what it is? You get that clarity. And I was like, I had to literally pause the movie and I started laughing so hard because I'm like, I know, and I think all men know, the clarity that comes almost immediately after you bust a nut.
I would describe it perfectly as Will Ferrell in Old School when he's giving the speech, and then he snaps back to reality. He's like, "What just happened? I blacked out." It's very similar to that.
I agree.
So that's like, is that true? And I'm like, not is it true? But I'm like, I go, that is so real. That's crazy to me. And I turn and I go, do women get that? She goes, no, we just kind of. I don't know if she can speak for all women, but in her instance, she's like, we just kind of get a little hazy and just kind of chill out. And I'm like, my mind snaps forward. I am like prepared to do battle if need be. It's like
maybe it's because all the blood starts to rush back.
It's actually if I'm wrong, I can, you know what I'm saying, correct me. Fuck it. It's actually like an adaptation of the male sex. It's basically to get gone or be prepared to get back out on the stroll to like protect. You know what I'm saying? Oh. It's literally a part of our lizard brain.
She's sleeping. I need to protect her.
It's basically a part of our lizard brain putting us back into effect mode. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like, all right, you have finished that. You had your time. Get back on patrol.
It's one of our basic needs.
Yeah.
But I want to cuddle.
That's fine. We can go, but believe me, you over here chilling. I am like, what is going on? The brain drifts. You know what I'm saying? I've always found that I try to keep my head in the game no matter what. Just because I'm just always that way. I never want to. I will cop to you guys some things I don't think I've ever shared with you guys. And if I have, you'd be like, oh, T, you're so weird.
All right.
I never want to accidentally say somebody else's name. Because it seems like a real problem in all shows and other people in situations, right? So I've always believed it's an actual issue. So I've always tried to keep as focused as I can be during sex to never fuck up and do that.
Never.
I've never.
It's a concern. It has always been a concern of mine that I would fuck up and do it.
If you just call everyone by the same pet name, you can't miss.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. I guess that could work.
That's true.
That being said, everything still comes into sharp relief upon completion.
Comes into sharp relief. No pun intended.
upon completion. So that's why I wonder if I assume we all experienced this. Literally, Ray Romano just wrote a whole joke about it, had a whole joke about it in the movie that I'm going to assume he freestyled a little bit of, improvised a bit of. What about y'all dudes?
I've always been a big advocate of masturbating before dates or masturbating. If you don't want if you ever feel in fear of doing something stupid, masturbate beforehand. I mean, that's part of self-preservation to begin with.
Clean out the works.
It's one less distraction you have to deal with. So I can understand where clarity would come from.
Or, and after that, not only that, if you're going into a situation we probably are going to be having sex for the night, it's good to get one out the way first. I'm not perfect. It's always good to have a little pregame before the show. You got to practice, do a few layups, as it were. It's always a good thing to.
You're that shoot from the tunnel.
I mean, I've never snapped back and had a regret described by Ray Romano. Not a severe regret. There's been oh come on, I'm gonna be late for work now. Why did I do that? Or oh yeah, I gotta get up in 3 hours. Why did I do that?
Yeah, I think
that's my worst regret.
I honestly think. I know this might not be your certain situation, but being at home, with your loved one after they have a baby. And y'all at home by yourself all day long, and the baby be sleeping all day, and she looking all good wearing those little shorts that she that she wear just in the house. That's how you get another baby within that time frame. Because you just at home had off that baby high the whole time, and not only that, before you had a baby, you guys don't have sex as much. You're, Peter.
Just only so much time in a day.
It's just so much time in the day. It's she's in pain, she's uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, there's a couple weeks after delivery.
No, before too. I'm saying she's. And it's just you were at peak. You just want to do it, and it's always and you just gotta be careful. I think aren't they more fertile right after having a baby?
Is that how we get Irish twins?
No.
I think so.
My kids, none of my kids are Irish twins. They're outside the year mark for that.
Yeah, I'm just speaking half theory because like my kids are 2 years and 6 months apart.
Yeah, I got about the same spacing in my house.
So I don't know. I just feel like you at home all day. She looking all good. Y'all don't have some grits already. The dishes can wait.
I get it. I found that to be one great movie.
Yeah, I watched some of it thanks to the Fire Stick. I watched it like a month, maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah, so.
I enjoyed it, but that nut clarity is real. Because even like you say that you probably say some stuff in bed that like you don't want, like you ain't thinking like I'm just saying it just because I can right now. But then you was like, I didn't mean that, girl.
I'm sorry if I offended you.
Yeah.
There's got to be why scientifically to achieve that state of mind, like for a more extended period of time. I don't know. Scientists working on that.
That's probably what the limitless pill was. It was post-nut clarity in pill form.
Post-nut clarity in pill form.
So I guess what they say, like if you only use 10% of your brain, you gotta you have an erection, you only use 2 or 1. Engorgement theory.
Maybe it seems so much clearer because a few minutes ago you were thinking not so clear.
True, but I was whatever the joke I came with at the time was like, why was I looking at these midget firefighters? It was it's like it's clarity, it's shame, it's a lot of things going on in the head all at once.
I guess that's
There's
the
been
best.
that like, oh, this is not the ideal scene.
I was watching Big Mouth, and they were saying how like dudes used to masturbate in school. I would guess that would be the best time to take a test right after you have a nut. Like your
I never
brain,
thought of that.
fuck chewing some gum or eating some chocolate. You need to come.
And I've taken some big tests in my life. I never considered it.
I will consider that like one of the tricks of the trade to put like, okay, so while I'm studying for calculus, I only chew extra spearmint gum, and I make sure one of my nuts is empty. That's something to think about.
One, that's the dumb one.
Yeah, that's the dumb nut. See, I'm right side of the brain smart, but I'm left side of the nut dumb.
So together we just make it happen. They all work itself out.
Yes.
All right. Well, that topic is has been researched. If I can unlock my phone. This has nothing to do with anything. This is not even a deep conversation to be had. I just came across this last night. My childhood skating rink, where I learned how to skate at in Memphis, Tennessee, the Crystal Palace is closed. We're no longer going to open back up. So they officially had closed down. Their management was like, this place ain't opening up no more. And it literally, when I saw the sign like that, it was like Channel 24 in Tennessee. Used to be 24 Karat Gold was their whole spiel for when they advertised the show.
Man, they should bring that back. Use that Bruno Mars song.
Where I used to watch it.
I was right there with you.
Where I developed my love of the Stooges at the Three Stooges used to play on there. Well, I guess they have news now, and they have the story up. In the end of the story, like, there had been some violence there in recent years. I'm like, what the fuck you, man? Talk about how that place literally had a giant crystal chandelier when you walk in. So as you walk in, it's the hardwood floors, this epic crystal chandelier, and other little ones as you walk down. It was just like, I don't know, it was like black folk magic, man. It was such a nice, special place to me. It's where I learned to love Nutty Buddies. One of the greatest Little Debbie snacks. They sold them in the machine. And I want to say they sold them out the machine for like a quarter, maybe 35 cents. So my mom would always come through with $1 for you. We're saying, okay, you can have $1. You're going to make it work. And you come up on a Nutty Buddy, or maybe like a sack of chips or something, you know what I'm saying? While you're at the skating ring at the Crystal Palace in Memphis, Tennessee. R.I.P. to you. I learned how to skate there. Couldn't skate now if you paid me to.
Yeah.
But see, I asked y'all have any any more memories of such places or anything like that? That you're like, yo, this is my shit, and they close, or they still here, and every now and then you swing through.
Yeah, I have quite a few. Like the skating rink I used to go to as a kid. It was two of them. One on Kansas was Skateland, and then in Luke Easter Park or Woodhill Park was the actual Zelma George skating ring. Those were pretty great. You know, I couldn't skate, still can't. But it was nice to meet some girls up there. You really met the girls at Skateland because it was darker, and you know, that's when you could talk to the girls better in the dark. It's something about talking to girls in the dark that just make things go smoother.
You look better in the dark, although you look good all the time. That's perfect time.
Maybe.
Us 4s and 5s over here in all of your beauty.
What I remember about the Crystal Palace is, so it had a big old rink, right? Mm-hmm. In the middle is where the DJ was at, but he also had a small, like, dance roller rink, you know what I'm saying, right there in the middle. So you go in the middle and kind of just bullshit, and the people who could really get down, that's where they was at.
Yeah.
Basically a dance floor, but really just a skating floor. and I used to, like I said, it just, everything came flooding back. I texted my mom, my sister. Thought I texted my brother, turned out I texted my nephew, but whatever. That's they got the same damn name, so whatever. Talking about it, we were chatting about it a little today, and that just touched my heart. I was like, yo, man, that was dope.
Yeah, it was I think it was the United Skates of America on the west side I used to go to.
On 65th.
Yeah, like
that's where I went to.
All my friends used to. I went to a lot of schools on the west side. It was funny. A friend of mine who I grew up with is an underwriter at our job, and we were talking about like how we never went to school in the neighborhood, and he was like, "Yeah, that's why me and you were here." And I just thought that was funny.
That's a Neil Brennan theory, you know that, right?
Yeah, that's a Neil. I think about that from time to time. No, go ahead, Gabe. Sorry about that.
I have nothing to say about it. I mean, going to the roller rink is overrated because I wasn't very good at skating and never really that enjoyable to me, and I fell a lot, so I mean, nothing to add.
You know what? He's the kind of like a perfect representation of that because he started in like the hood, but eventually moved out to the burbs. Do you feel like you picked up on anything or learned anything in that regard from in that regard? Like you're not necessarily a better person, but we're better prepared to take on the world, having had both experiences underneath your belt. Same thing for you now that I think about it. We all got that little experience.
Never really thought of it. Maybe on a subconscious level that I don't notice.
Yeah. So
that's such a cop-out answer, I know, but
no.
It just makes me more aware of both sides.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say that.
I think being able to be comfortable anywhere and everywhere at all times is something. That we all notice all the time because, like, you know, like for example, we go to lunch every day. Yeah. We go to lunch at various places around the city. I hear all the time how people are afraid to come out in downtown Cleveland.
Yeah. I don't know what they think is happening down here.
I don't really. I mean, at this point of being, almost being at our job for 2 decades, yeah. I don't listen to it anymore. Like, I'm so tired of those weak ass people.
It just made me more approachable by the black dudes in the office.
Well, I think
about that. Why?
And seriously, like, I noticed it. Like,
it's not
there's
like
a bunch of black dudes in the office that I don't even know their names. They try and chat me up all the time in the lunchroom or the bathroom to say what's up. Hey, how you doing?
What I'm saying is,
you see the Cavs game? You don't tell you who they are.
You don't act like. You gotta forgive me, listen. I'm trying to come out the mouth of this. You ain't like you talk like a brother. You don't have that kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's not in you. You don't behave in that manner. You don't even have a veneer like that. You are who you are.
You're approachable without being quasi-racist. Because it's some dudes like that talk to me all the time. Like, hey, what's up, brother? But don't talk to nobody else like that. So you are approachable without being like offensive.
Yeah.
And there's a clear line because some people think they just being cool, calling me brother.
I just call everybody buddy.
There's a clear difference. It's a fine line to walk.
But I guess that background it made me more comfortable in situations where, like, I'm around people I'm usually not around.
Okay.
Because you can tell people who live a sheltered life, and then they're all of a sudden they're around someone they're not really used to, and then they get all nervous, and they'll say something like, "Hey, what's up, brother?"
I thought the lady walking
just
down
say
the street
hi to him like
yesterday
a regular person.
Yeah.
Say again, I'm sorry.
Well, he was saying like people uncomfortable out in public like that. There was the one we walked by yesterday on the
And she
sidewalk.
said, "Good morning."
She was like, she's a real short, small woman. Like she seemed like super nervous to be walking past us all.
Yeah. And I'm like, what do you think is going to happen here in the middle of... It was Euclid, right? No, we was on Prospect. We was on Prospect, which I guess kind of can be shady, but not really. Once upon a time.
Tower City.
Yeah, it's like you've worked yourself sick, but also to be a small woman is to be a defenseless creature in some situations.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I mean, and I know it's probably not good for me, but like I get annoyed now, like when I'm walking to my car at night and I see like somebody coming down the stairs and I fucking like go faster because I don't want to be near their nervousness. Like
I got that the other night from a small woman, older woman who was walking like in front of me.
Yeah.
And she kept turning around looking at me because like I wear a hoodie and shit. I'm not like in like a business sports coat or anything like that. You know, I just khakis and a hoodie, so I look just like a normal random person on the street. So and I'm big and it gets dark early now and I don't go for it till 6. So it's like, you know, it's 6:10 and I'm walking down this dark street and I'm right behind her and she just seemed like super taken back by it all.
I fucking cross the street. I feel like I just like I don't want you feeling like a victim, but I don't want to be perceived as a perpetrator either.
Yeah.
So I go out of my way to get away from them.
Yeah.
I often, I'm scared.
Yeah. I often give space to like women I don't know because I don't want to make her nervous, and she. I mean, it's the reality of being a woman in this world. She might have a reason to be nervous. She doesn't know me.
Yeah. So
I'm not gonna be offended by it.
I'm not trying to Mike Pence it or anything. I'm perfectly comfortable hanging with ladies or whatever. It's just like I like my man said. It's scary for me too.
I'm not even offended. It's just annoying at this point.
Yeah.
I mean.
But that's the thing. This is what the world of assholes and of course people who have been raised improperly have brought to us. You know what I'm saying? It's like assholes have ruined it for good guys. I'm gonna throw quotes around that because it turns out not many guys that are good at this day and age. I'm just coming down to it.
The issue I had with the Mike Pence thing was like he implied some kind of inability to be alone with a woman that's not his wife and control himself. Like that's your first choice. Like,
his first instinct is he gonna touch a woman. And apparently that's what that whole crew is now.
And then all these allegations came out, and like everyone's making fun of Mike Pence, and now it seems like he's the smart one. Like, no, he still does not seem like he's the smart one. They were not making fun of him because, I mean, he didn't seem like it didn't seem like a CYA thing for him. You know, it seemed like I'm just not going to chance it. I don't know what I'm capable of. Like, and also like there's the implication that you are in government. You now even before being a vice president, you held a high position. That's like you're limiting women away from certain opportunities. By not being able to meet one-on-one with you, and they're like, well, why can't they bring their husband? Like, bring your husband?
What, to my interview? What am I?
My interview?
Yeah.
To my work meeting?
Yeah.
He doesn't have shit all to do with it. Yeah.
So.
Also, fuck Mike Pence.
Oh yeah, straight up. It's like I think I kind of rather would keep the knucklehead currently in office because he seems to be unable to get anything done so far. Whereas Mike Pence might actually have the ability to push legislation forward, and I don't need that in my life. So,
was that Kimmy Schmidt that said that he was going to be that he was president?
Oh, President Pence, and then there was something else. Like, it was a weird joke. I can't call, but like I said, I get it. I fully understand it. Like I said, we all do it. But I used to watch a show called The Champs, which they no longer make. And Neil Brennan would always ask his black guests.
It was a podcast.
Well, yeah.
Neil Brennan from Chappelle Show?
Yeah.
He had a podcast where he only had black people on the show. People of color.
Yeah. And he would always ask them, hey, where'd you go to school at, and so forth and so on. And a lot of people would be like, I went to school basically in the white part of town, or whatever.
Or I was bused.
Or I was bused over there, because like Cleveland was. And his theory was, he always said that people who went to school white folk seem to have more success in life.
Well, I think people. I mean, and
Correlation's not always causation, but all right.
but like, and also, I also had this theory. I was listening to. I listen to WTF a lot.
It's Mark Maron's
Mark Maron's
podcast, just in case you didn't know, listeners.
And it always seemed like to me, like most comedians or people who are successful have a tragic background too. Not just like, you know, you grew up somewhere like something bad happened to them early in their life, or something where they had to be able to laugh at shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, our kids ain't gonna make it. And she was like, why? I was like, they got two parents here. You know, we give them we give them what they want. Man, I don't know if they gonna make it. They're just gonna be regular dudes.
You'll never have kids as long as you live. You'll never have kids as successful as Batman.
Yeah. Oh man, it's this one little meme where like it's this little boy with a gun in his hands, like I want to be like Batman, and he started crying like I know what I have to do.
What I gotta do. Yeah, we out here. All right, and my little third, you know what I'm saying, to keep my little whatever rolling. Y'all got to, if you have Amazon Prime, not sleep on ordering from Amazon Japan, because they don't play. The Super Famicom Classic, which is the Japanese version of the Super NES Classic that was released in September, finally went back on sale on regular Amazon Japan, so not from any third-party sellers or scalpers, as I like to refer to them. So I can get it at its actual price, which is 8,200 yen, which is actually, that includes shipping. So that's another good thing about Amazon Prime. The price that you see includes shipping. That's what you're paying right then and there. I ordered it Monday. It shipped Tuesday. It will be here to the Thursday from Japan. That shit right there is amazing to me. And I love every bit of it. Last year I ordered the Famicom version of the same thing, little tiny basically console. It's preloaded with a bunch of games, and I pre-ordered that one, so it showed up early. It showed up before the American one released, which was impressive because it showed up before it was released in Japan actually officially, which I thought was kind of dope. And this one is just gonna show up here. Like I literally gave them money Monday, and it'll be in my house Thursday from Japan. It's pretty amazing. I just dig it. I like the whole idea of it. Fucks me up.
Huh.
That is that simple. You know.
You don't realize it, but your third topic is contradicting your first topic.
Give me back to it.
Okay. You know how in Japan there is a low amount of fucking going on?
Okay.
Yet the Japanese, despite having not post-bust nut clarity, are like always focused. They don't fuck around. Always on their shit. Yeah, there's a
I mean, we
distinct
don't know
lack.
how much they're jerking off.
Oh, that's true.
If anything, we know that they are doing it a lot because they don't have sex at all. That's been a problem, like a little problem that the country Japan has been trying to seize upon.
They would populate more if the women were more willing to go on the bus.
The bus just seems like dangerous in Japan.
I wouldn't
I
ride the
just
bus
tried
in
to log
Japan.
in. I couldn't get in there.
You have to make up a new account, but it still knows that you are a Prime member.
Oh, okay.
So-
So I'll work on that later.
Is masturbation nut clarity different than fucking nut clarity?
No, because like I said, I know. You,
I mean,
like I said,
well, no, you probably.
I feel like you'd be less tired on the self.
Yes, it's true. You're using more of your body in the. So, like physically, you're kind of spent.
Yeah.
physically spent, but mentally sharp.
Yeah, that's true.
So in the masturbation tip, you are definitely physically and mentally sharp at the same time. You can probably go fucking run a meet or something.
Like, yeah, your wrist may be a little worn, but like...
I know for me last night, I was able to just roll right over and go right to sleep.
I've always
Sweet
had,
dreams. Man.
I've always had the opposite problem though, and like I know, you know, Anthony's always fucking weird, but I can't go to sleep. Like
Does he come to the bedroom door and knock like, y'all fucking in there?
Yeah,
you eating a donut? You fucking?
I am not one of who passes out right after. I never have been.
I get like a burst of energy.
Yeah, like I said,
Maybe it's a black thing.
it is like I said, it's both mental acuity and like, I'm gonna go wash the dishes, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I watch the that's what usually happens. Yeah, I go wash the dishes, or like go wash up the bottles and stuff like that, or make our dinner and lunch. I do wash my hands.
I mean, not to put it all out there, but like I'm a Sunday morning fucker. which is great because then I get up.
I know not to text or Slack you
because I get up and I got the rest of the day ahead of me, and I'm telling you right now.
Who's making love to you, old lady?
So I'm telling you right now, it's like it really is like, all right, I'm about to get up and go handle business. What? I'm like, look, it's too much day left, and it's stuff I got to do. Let's get to it because I'm you right. It's like it's a burst of energy. Like let's make moves.
I'm physically tired, but I feel powerful.
You feel like He-Man, but
Yeah, like,
I'm gonna take a nap.
They're like a good workout. I earned this. Going to sleep like a king. I don't know.
I don't know, but it's like I try never to share details with y'all because that just always seems uncomfortably.
Yeah, I know. Last week we talked to him. You was like, "Well, I don't want to hear the details." Well, when you really think about it, we are Anthony, Gabe, and Dan, but we're not Anthony, Gabe, and Dan. We're like the SNL version of us. We're not like really being like, "Oh man, I fucked so many bitches." No, we didn't fuck so many bitches. We're just talking and like
one out of the four of us haven't fucked so many bitches.
I haven't. I've been the same woman for a decade and jeez, how many years is it going on? 12 years. Shit. It just hit me.
You get those dozen off that you needed to?
I haven't been keeping track.
Do you feel like?
Do you like? I can just imagine like
I've been busy as shit lately.
almost
I'm
like
tired
a
at
prison
night.
cell. He's like, one nut, two.
I can't believe you don't have a board up.
It's not like the count.
Just to mark, just to
One
mark
nut.
them. I can't believe you don't have a board up just to mark those off. Because at some point you have to take the last with you. That's
Yeah, the last of the Mohicans has to go back to the doctor.
You
right?
kind of have to keep
It's a sad
track of
movie,
it.
by the way. I had to. That was a weird aside. I'm gonna have to call the doctor, make an appointment,
Yeah.
and then that deadline will give me the motivation.
All right, very good.
If I needed to knock out 12, I would have had it done over one weekend.
You're just smoking gas. It's dust coming out. Apparently, I think I typed it at work. I happen to be listening to a podcast currently while before we came over here. Apparently, there's a movie that came out in 2001 in Japan called "The Warm Water Under the Red Bridge."
Okay.
That might not be accurate, but whatever. The whole point is this romantic comedy, Japanese romantic comedy, is that I guess the woman is a prolific
Squirter?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But like the Wikipedia page and the guy talking on the podcast is like, it was just so clear that they had like a water hose or something in their bed with them to make these shots work, and I'm just like, what you paying,
I
man?
just can't imagine how these scenes went. Like, was it like it happens, and then the dude's just like taking it back and like, you bring greatness upon your family, and then someone busts in there like, got a wacky face, and then they hit a gong, and they're like,
Apparently, if the Wikipedia page is whatever people believe, this guy is like a longshoreman who's having a tough time in his life, gets fired from his job, or he goes to become a longshoreman. So like a businessman who becomes a longshoreman who's having trouble in his marriage. So he goes to this village, meets up with this lady, and turns out she be busting him off. So I don't know, man. But I feel like we need to find that movie just cause. 2001 Japanese romantic comedy.
Okay, here it's popping up.
All right.
It is called Warm Water Under a Red Bridge.
Can't believe I remembered all of that. That's a lot of title because I literally just heard it like maybe
3 out of 4 by Robert Ebert, 79% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. Stars Japanese name as a Tokyo businessman whose company has recently gone bankrupt, leaving him unemployed, estranged from his wife, and with time on his hands, he remembers a story told to him by a recently deceased friend, Taro, about a hidden treasure. He takes a train to a suburban fishing village and follows Taro's directions to the treasure. The only complication is a young and mystifying woman, Seiko, who lives in the house where Taro's clues lead. And that's the end of the description. Where did the rest of this come from?
Wikipedia. That's from IMDb.
Okay.
So the Wikipedia.
Well, I mean, they didn't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
I mean, me reading that description would not think that the rest of that what you described is coming.
I love movies like that though. Like it's a
No
whole
pun intended.
it's a whole hidden amount of treasures on Netflix, like with NC-17 movies. Like you know, if you got kids out there that's about 13 or 14 years old, people, check your fucking Netflix because it's some movies on there, like not just like Nymphomaniac, which is like the most obvious one.
Yeah.
Part 1 and 2. It was this one, man. It was just like dick sucking to aplenty on Netflix.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's like standards and practices they got against that stuff. Like so.
Not when it's NC-17.
Yeah, still like so. The rule of the hip hop is maybe not because it's Netflix. Is
That's how they do the unrated.
it can't be a real dick. Basically, if you see you can see flaccid penises, but you never see actual erect penises in film. That's not a fake dick.
These weird rules. Not that I want
Well-
to see one. I'm just
Well,
saying.
see, one of the lists I looked up was unsimulated sex.
Okay. So these folks actually. I saw some. There used to be a movie on there called
I know Brown Bunny is unsimulated.
9 Songs.
Yes, 9 Songs is the one of the only movies with real ejaculate.
Yeah. The dude actually like it's
Came
an
on.
actual movie and he actually.
Which of the 9 songs really set him off?
He was I think he made 9 songs for this lady, or it was 9
Yeah, it was
songs?
like their love affair over 9 songs.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, okay.
I think they have sex for all 9 songs.
I don't fucking know. But yeah, I remember reading about that some years
That's
back.
a lot of songs. That's a lot of money at the club.
Boots with the fur, my dude.
Usually you want to get that in by the second and the third at the latest.
You know, it's and like one of the helpful things on the Fire Stick is, you know, you can go to movies by ratings.
Okay.
And they have just all the NC-17 movies on there.
Nice. Most NC-17 movies don't get a long theater run if they get one at all.
No.
So like you never even knew they was out there. So
And some of them are movies like you heard of, but like the original version was NC-17, and they had to change it in order to.
first NC-17 movie name I remember is The Cook, Thief, His Wife, Her Lover, which was down here when it was Hoyt's.
Helen Mirren in that
when
one?
it was Hoyt's Tower City Cinemas. I have no idea about the movie. I just remember that title because
Okay.
people made such a stink about it being an NC-17 movie. And what was another one? Delicatessen?
Battles
Was Delicatessen? It's a French movie.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's a French movie where the dude was chopping up people and eating them, or he was serving them in his delicatessen. Anyway, I remember that movie particularly because that
The
one.
health violated.
I don't fucking know, man. But that title, and I remember it, like I said, big. It only was showing in locally at Hoyt's Tower City Cinema, which is just Tower City Movies at this point. A whole different company owns it. Hoyt's actually still exists as a brand. It's just no longer that theater, no longer a Hoyt's branded theater.
Yeah, and the other place I used to be able to see them were at Cedar and Lee.
Okay.
Cedar and Lee always showed the Arthouse film.
Arthouse. It still is the Arthouse theater of this area. Cinematech does some stuff too, but I think that's at one of the schools down here, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's like at either Case or Cleveland Institute of Art. So yeah, I don't know. Random.
I mean, I don't know. It's all like that subject matter, not necessarily just the the gushing and the squirting.
Yeah.
But, like I just love weird movies. I love like going off the beaten path, like watching Gummo and Kids.
Yeah. Kids is one of the ones I can't return to. Kids and Wreck for a Dream. Movies I'm like, nah, I'm never gonna see them again.
Mysterious Skin is probably a movie you never want to.
I have seen that movie. Don't want to see that again. No. Mysterious Skin, Antonio Banderas?
No.
Okay.
That's with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay.
I've seen tons and tons. Like, it's funny like how different my life is now. Like I used to go to the movies twice a weekend. Every weekend I used to go in the morning to Second Square on Saturday, and then Sunday morning to go see an Arthouse film on Sundays.
Okay.
Still left me plenty of time to do other things, but I used to love going to the movies.
That Skin, the movie I'm talking about, some Skin movie with Antonio Banderas.
Oh yeah, that's movies like he got the fucking look like fucking Chainsaw Massacre dude. Not that.
Yeah, that movie's crazy. That movie's a wild ass movie.
Antonio Banderas?
I don't even want to ruin it for you. Yeah, you look it up. I'll try to find you the actual title of it. Amazing. I want to say Vanessa's homeboy from college sent it to her. Dude Brian sent it to her. So I might have it at the house on DVD still. So That's what's going on. What's going on with you, Box? I'm sorry, we over here just rolling. I didn't know what's going on in your world. I always like to dime in on you, make sure all is right.
I'm good. Keep a little profile. Working, bowling, trying to be less poor. You know how it is.
What's your bowling average nowadays?
It is, as of last night, was up to 177. And then last night I bowled a 203, a 210, and a 199.
Nice.
So it'll probably go up to 178 next week.
So, are you one of those guys who do you bowl better when you've had a few?
I bowl way worse when I've had a few.
Oh, okay.
I make it a point to not drink when I'm bowling. I've tried, and it does not go well.
So you're not the drunken master.
I am not. I am the complete opposite of that. Like, it was literally, I couldn't even remember what game we were on. I just couldn't focus. I was just like not. Drinking releases my like inhibitions and all that kind of shit. So I just start goofing off and acting stupid, and I just don't care.
He's extra huggy and sings with the best of them. It's always so good. He'll sing with the best of you no matter what, but he really lets it go when he got a couple in him.
Yeah,
Sing,
lower your
bye,
inhibition.
bye, 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 bye.
Like a turned up version of yourself. I've been there.
Yeah. Well, like it's because in normal everyday life, sober life, I think about everything first. I have to process before I react. With alcohol, that part of my brain just goes away, so I just start doing. Like I remember when we went out for my birthday, how I was hitting on the bartender. Would have never have done that sober.
He's so good, man. He's so good. I'm telling you, man. You're a murderer. You can be so your greatness is right there.
First of all, nothing to do with anything, but there are 2 Jackie Chan movies about him being drunken master or drunken kung fu. One is significantly better than the other, so make sure if you're going to watch a Jackie Chan drunken master or Legend of Drunken Master movie, make sure it's the one where he fights like 20 dudes with axes. Make sure that scene's in there. That's the better one.
Jackie Chan Adventures, but give him alcohol and put it on like Adult Swim.
That would be sweet.
That could be a very good. Did y'all see that Rick and Morty little Thanksgiving special?
I did not. I haven't seen an episode of Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty's on Hulu. All of it, even up to date now, is on Hulu. Watch Rick and Morty. Fucking amazing.
15 minutes or half an hour.
It's like 20 minutes.
20. It's a half-hour show.
With like cutting out the opening credits, it's like 17 minutes.
I'm watching Defenders right now.
What do you think?
That's not bad. I like it. You know, maybe I got a skewed opinion and people won't appreciate this, but I did not think Iron Fist was bad. No, it was not the best of the Marvel Netflix shows, but I enjoyed it, and I don't know why it was so put upon.
I'm 2 episodes into Punisher, and everything I've seen on the internet so far, people seem to think this is the best that they've done so far.
I've heard that too.
So I'm eager to like continue it.
What's the thing? I was wondering, should I go ahead and watch the Defenders before I watch Punisher?
That's what I'm doing.
They're completely unrelated, I believe.
Okay, so
Maybe maybe I'll start that today. I'm watching Transparent season 4.
okay.
Also watch it while you can.
A show that the star of it is drummed out the show now.
What?
You never heard about
Inappropriate sexual conduct.
What happened?
Touching Jeffrey Tambor.
Who he touched?
Ladies on the set and some of the trans actors on the set.
Wow.
Yeah.
And motherfucker, and it also ruins another season of Arrested Development. I hope you happy yourself, you son of a bitch.
It's I'm more than a little bit happy that people are coming out now and saying to people's faces, "You are shitty and you touch me," because I need let them all out, let it all out.
I'm starting to take the stance like I just did.
Yeah.
Instead of saying like, "Oh, my thing's ruined. I'm so disappointed." I'm gonna be mad at the guy, the perpetrator. Like, you fucked this up for everybody.
You ruined this for everybody.
Don't come to me and say like, "Well, everyone loved my show. What are you gonna do?" Like, it's your fault. Let them be angry at you.
We have said on the show, and for a long time now, and it sticks discussion. Dick ain't your friend. Matt Lauer lost a $28 million a year job that gave him a helicopter to fly back and forth from the Hamptons to the studio.
Should I bother to ask what happened? Because this is the first I'm hearing about Matt Lauer, but I'm assuming sexual harassment.
Inappropriate sexual conduct.
With that haircut?
You do kind of got the Matt Lauer popping.
It's not my first choice of hairstyle, by the way.
But
Your hair looks better than Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
$28 million a year and a helicopter to shuffle you back and forth from your crib to the job. So you don't, All that, really, just for whatever. Dick will play you every time. Don't trust it. Don't.
I'm disturbed by Jeffrey Tambor.
Yeah, I'm real upset about that.
I'm
disappointed.
Yeah. Who? Well, no, he was like, "Hey now, God."
He was the king in the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah, it's like I'm not glad that what's that fucking guy's name? I'm just so disturbed right now.
You're really taken aback by
Yeah, I
this.
am. I'm literally just got
This is
finished
your
watching
Uncle
this.
Phil Master Shredder moment.
No, I just got finished watching the show like right before I got here. But gosh, what's my favorite wrestler name?
Ric Flair?
Not Ric Flair, the other one.
Jerry King?
No, Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm glad he's dead because, like, I can't take any more of the people that I like growing up being fucked up people.
Yeah.
There was a rumor for the longest time that he fucked Stephanie McMahon while she was underage.
Debunked.
It was finally debunked?
It was debunked.
Okay.
It was an internet rumor started on a message board. Never really happened. Completely debunked.
Okay. Well,
She would have been like 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
yeah, that'd have been really fucked up. But it's just like, what heroes do we have anymore that you can just be like?
My heroes are cartoon heroes at this point. Optimus Prime.
Yeah, but
And if I find out that
Optimus Prime did touch RC without asking, so
Wasn't Optimus Prime the bad guy in the most recent Transformers movie, or have you not seen
How
it?
the fuck can I watch that? No, the last two Transformers movies don't exist. The third one barely exists in my mind.
I watched it.
Was he the bad guy?
He was kind of brainwashed.
So just like as you recall, Optimus Prime died. But years later,
In the Next Generation show, I remember
they
that.
brought him back. And when they first brought him back, he was real fucked up and was kind of a bad guy. Kind of like that?
Sorta.
Okay.
Hey RC, won't you take a
He went
take
to
a
the
sip
home
of this
planet
oil?
and met like a god of the Transformers or whatever, and she kind of like controlled him or whateter.
Yeah, so that's pretty much when they
Which
brought him
is
back.
going to lead into the next movie.
Because the Decepticons initially brought him back. Galvatron brought him back, and he like put a chip in his head and so forth. So, I know the Transformers well. Up until Headmasters, and then I can't call it.
I mean, I'm going to spoil the Transformers movie.
All right, go ahead. I'm not going to watch it.
There's a staff that the Transformers that are hiding on Earth back in like the way back when give to like the humans to like haul forth like a dragon or some shit.
A robot dragon?
Yeah, some shit like that. And the Decepticons, like the god, she's like wants to come to Earth to like gain control because there's like some sort of big ass transformer like hiding in the Earth.
Unicron?
Yeah, Unicron. Yeah, it's Unicron. And so the end of the movie is like literally Unicron coming up out of the Earth.
Yeah, I knew. I knew I was gonna start watching the Transformer movies when I seen Optimus Prime riding Grimlock.
Yeah.
Like, Grimlock is the king of the fucking dinosaurs.
he's not doing
He doesn't even like Optimus
And in
Prime.
this movie, there's a bunch of dinosaur robot Transformers, but they're all little tiny fucks. So they're like pre-hysteria.
That's ridiculous. Grimlock's not going to let himself be treated like Yoshi.
Yeah. Grimlock and Yoshi are not. That's not. It's not going to happen.
It is a pleasure as always.
Optimus
Grimlock
punch him in
is
the
the
back of the
king of
head
the
so he'll stick out his
dinosaurs.
robot tongue.
And we're going to put a fork into that point. That was episode 228 of
Oh, so we're not going to talk about the abuse that Mario laid upon a Yoshi?
Stay Scrunchy and Milk podcast. It is always a pleasure, gentlemen, to come and shoot the breeze with you. Happy New Year to you, our listeners. May 2018 be the greatest year of your lives.
Year the dog.
Don't start till a little bit later in January, if I'm not mistaken. That's how Chinese New Year goes.
Nah.
Lunar New Year. I think they finally stopped calling it Chinese New Year because it just kind of has a connotation.
Asian American New Year, please.
That's Tatum 216.
Just Asian.
That's Lunchbox 399.
Yes, it is.
That's the real ODP. I'm Taro 713. You just got podcast too, and I know you loved it.
Or Shadem O'Neal.
You're not going to get away with it, Mario.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be blue.